Hello, I'm Natalia from the Argilla team at Hugging Face, and today I wanted to show you how we're annotating for the FineWeb2 collaborative annotation sprint, just to give you a few examples of how you can go about annotating yourself if you have the time. So I'm in the Argilla space where we're all annotating, and my first language is Spanish, so I'm going to show you how I do this in my own language. So the first thing to do is have very clear idea of how we're going to use all of these tags. So to do that, I need to read the guidelines. I can do it here. So anytime I have a question, I can go here and solve any doubts that I have, or we can go to our dataset settings and read them. So let's go and let's start annotating some. So in this first text, they're talking about Zara, and in the text, which are companies, retail stores here in Spain, they're saying that they're going to start opening stores in the United States. So this is probably like has no educational content whatsoever. Okay, let's go for the next one. So this looks like a piece of news where they're saying that judges are stopping some kind of works in a city. Okay, looking at it doesn't seem like it has any kind of educational information. Just news. Okay, so I'll go for none as well. Garden view. This is like a description of this garden view hotel. It tells you like where it is, the contents of the rooms. This doesn't seem to have any educational value still. I'm going to show you also how to use the shortcuts to go a bit faster. So do you see the numbers here next to its labels? So if I type those in my keyboard, these will be automatically selected and submitted, so you don't have to do 2 clicks. You can go ahead with your keyboard. Okay, so this is an analysis of a football match. Yeah, it just describes things that happen in the match. This was also in our guidelines. So sports matches are here, number one. So this is clearly something that will go for none. Okay, this is a tough one. So this is a translation from Spanish to Chinese. This is tough because the text in Spanish is saying some interesting facts. So for example, here it's talking about blood, and it's really defining what blood is and how it behaves. So it kind of has some educational value. At the same time, the Chinese text could make this a problematic text. Now here we go with like a law article and its translation. Wow. Okay, this is a tough one. I would probably say that it has some information, so I'll probably go to with a minimum, or we can go with a problematic content tag. It doesn't matter too much which one I choose, because you can see here, if I go to my dataset settings, that for in this setting, in the task distribution, my minimum submitted responses is 3. This means that we need at least 3 people responding to each record for it to become completed and be counted as completed down here. That's why your number of submitted records doesn't necessarily match the number of completed records here. And we do this so that we take the most voted tag as the valid one. So if I say minimal here, and my other 2 colleagues say it is problematic content, they will take it as problematic content. But if someone else decided, apart from me, that is minimal, then it will be taken as minimal. I would say minimal because of all of these texts here about like explaining blood and also explaining like some judicial processes. So let's go for it. Okay, this one seems like a blog post talking about Dune, the books. Oh, not the books, but the first Dune movie project, which was that of Alejandro Jodorowsky. This is a tough one. So here they're giving some information about Jodorowsky's movies and his trajectory. So this probably has some educational content. So minimal says that it has some pieces of information. It's probably between minimal and basic. Minimal and basic. Let's see. It is coming into some detail about what happened with that project. Well, I'm gonna go with basic. As I said before, it doesn't matter too much if I make a mistake here, because if I did that, my colleagues will correct that for me. So this one says it's talking about how celebrities now get tattoos and they became quite popular. So this goes for none. Unfortunately, during this very small sample, we didn't get to see any records that would receive a good or excellent tag. But I hope this gives you an idea of how to go about these annotation sprint and how to best choose the tags and make use of the tool to do this. Thanks for watching.